I'll be speaking on forbearing. Forbearing. When you forgive a person, when you forgive a person, now most of the time you are doing that because you don't expect that person to do the same thing again. But to forbear is to create an allowance for that occurrence and even a reoccurrence of that event. So there are certain people that when you are dealing with them, if all you do is to forgive them and you don't forbear them, you may not be at peace with them because they will keep repeating the same errors and errors again. So if you forbear, you create an allowance for them by accepting them for who they are. And at that point, their duplication of errors won't destabilize you. In forbearance, there is tolerance, that ability to withstand certain changes that may come up in the process of time. Are you there? Now, the essence of this is to understand that while you forgive people, you must also add forbearance to your forgiveness. For forgiveness to continue, you must add forbearance. Because sometimes when we forgive people, in our mind, we don't expect them to do that thing again. And the moment they repeat it, it becomes hard for us to forgive again. The problem is that you are not forbearing. Add forbearance to it, and you will have a lot to gain. Anytime you are forgiving people, be willing to forbear. Create that allowance. What if this thing happens again? That's what forbearance does. So forbearance will now create the allowance such that when it happens again, you will still be able to forgive. So don't just forgive and say, okay, I want to forgive you now. Don't let it happen again. You may say it to the person so that the person can be conscious. But in your own heart, know that you are not only forgiving that person, but you should be willing to forbear. So that in case it happens again, of course, you'll still be there to forgive. The Lord help us in Jesus' name.